I didn't do anything wrong. I had no choice. I was just following orders. They started it. It's not really my fault. Sound familiar? We all do it. We all defend our actions, especially when they're wrong. We tell ourselves stories to make us feel better, smarter, more justified. In mistakes were made, but not by me. Psychologists Carol Tavris and Elliot Aronson show how our brains are wired not for truth, but for self-protection. This isn't a book about villains. It's about you and me, good people, trying to protect our image of ourselves, even when the evidence says we messed up. Let's walk through the psychology of self-deception. Because until we see how we fool ourselves, we'll keep doing it and never know why. Chapter 1. Cognitive dissonance, the engine of self-justification. It all starts with cognitive dissonance. This is the uncomfortable feeling you get when two things you believe or one belief and one action don't line up. Like, I'm a good person. I just hurt someone. The tension is unbearable, so your brain gets to work not to fix the action, but to fix the feeling. It says, they deserved it. It wasn't that bad. I had no choice. And just like that, your self-image is saved. Tavris and Aronson show that we're not rational beings. We're rationalizing beings. Chapter 2. Memory is a self-justification tool. We think memory is a record. But it's more like a story editor constantly updating our past to fit our present beliefs. People misremember arguments, choices, even childhood events, all in ways that make themselves look better. You don't remember changing your mind. You remember always having the view you have now. This isn't lying. It's protecting your ego. The truth becomes optional if it threatens your identity. Chapter 3. Why smart people believe stupid things. The smarter you are, the better you are at self-justifying. Why? Because smart people have more tools to defend bad decisions. They can rationalize, debate, spin narratives. Once you've invested time, energy, or identity in a belief, it becomes hard to give up even if it's wrong. So you double down. The book shows examples from politics, religion, medicine, science, relationships, and the pattern is the same. The more we need to be right, the harder it is to admit we're wrong. Chapter 4. Dissonance in relationships. I did it for you. In intimate relationships, dissonance shows up as blame. You hurt someone, but you justify it. You say it was their fault. You remember the argument differently. You recall only their failures, not your own. Over time, you rewrite the relationship story. And soon, the person you once loved becomes someone you resent, not because of who they are, but because of who you need them to be to protect your own narrative. And once that happens, you stop seeing your part. This is how good relationships rot from the inside, not from big betrayals, but from small, justified acts of self-protection. Chapter 5. Justice and injustice. When institutions double down. It's not just individuals who self-justify. Institutions do it too. The book explores wrongful convictions, police misconduct, political scandals, military cover-ups, and shows how systems often dig in to defend a bad decision long after the truth is known. Why? Because admitting a mistake threatens the institution's image. And so, evidence is buried. Whistleblowers are silenced. The story is spun. It's not always about evil. Sometimes it's about ego at scale. Chapter 6. The Pyramid of Choice. One of the most powerful metaphors in the book is the pyramid of choice. Two people stand at the top, facing a difficult moral decision. One makes a slightly better choice. The other, slightly worse.
To justify their action, each adjusts their belief, and the next time their choices are a little more extreme. And then again, soon they're at opposite corners of the pyramid, having started in the same place. This explains political polarization, relationship breakdowns, radicalization, generational divides, Each person believes they're still right, but they've been shifting bit by bit for years. Chapter 7, how to catch yourself in the act. So how do you stop self-justifying? The authors say you probably can't completely, but you can. Slow down. Pause before defending yourself. Ask, what would it cost me to admit I was wrong? Talk to people who challenge you kindly. Notice when you're protecting your ego, not the truth. Self-awareness is the first antidote. Curiosity is the second, because the goal isn't to be right all the time. It's to be someone who can grow. You are not always right. Neither am I. We get things wrong. We misremember. We defend when we should reflect. We spin when we should listen. We justify when we should apologize. But that doesn't make us bad. It makes us human. The difference is whether we cling to being right or open to getting better. If this helped you see yourself more clearly, subscribe to Real Deep Understanding. Because here, we don't just chase knowledge. We chase honesty. Like this, if it reminded you of a mistake you've rationalized. Comment, what's one moment where you caught yourself justifying something you later regretted? Share this with someone who can lovingly challenge your thinking and help you grow. The bad news. Mistakes were made. The good news. You can own them.